Bang.
Have a dope ass time every 8 o'clock every Wednesday with Blow Your Brains Out.
I have always believed the road to excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got it bent all the way over here.
Please make your voice be heard.
And I'm leaving society to move out to the country and smoke crystal meth with rednecks.
Maybe you have a differing opinion than us. Maybe we're completely wrong, and you are the one lone person in the world that is right.
That's why you're here tonight. Eventually, me and Dave Jarvis are going to Hollywood.
But guess what? Some of us are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah, but most of us suck.
Fine, upstanding young man. Fine, upstanding young man.
Smoke weed.
Yeah.
Say hello to our host this evening from Against All Odds, the powerful and mighty Ariel.
Yeah.
My name is Rick E. Warden, and also hosting tonight. Everybody, welcome David motherfucking Jarvis.
Ow.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight will be a special Tourette's episode of BYBO because I will occasionally be looking off screen to the Mavs game and either going, fuck yeah, or are you fucking kidding me?
Or whoa, like right now, 25-19, so Boston went on.
All right, we need this. Last time we left off, I think Boston had won the first game. Well, they won the second game as well. So, we need the Mavs to step it up tonight because this is good for morale, especially around DFW. I know some people don't give a shit, but I do.
Let's go, Mavs. Let's go, Mavs.
Exactly.
All right, well, you can participate on this show in the chat. Hello, Haley Ryan.
Hey, Haley.
Dope.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
We need to fire it up for some Mavs juice.
No.
Goddamn right.
You want to introduce our special guest or play this?
I do. But first things first. I just wanted to say, for those of y'all that have been following the show, y'all know how I feel about a certain band that may have stolen my songs. Well, word just got out that their drummer just got popped for solicitation of a prostitute. 2 counts, which means 2 felonies. I won't give names of anything, but rest assured, suck on it. And with that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, from the band Silver Tongue Devil, you can catch them with our friends the Argonaut on July 13th in Keller. You can check them out on the website silvertonguedevil666.com. They're on Facebook, they're on Instagram, or you can catch their side project Acoustic Devil, available at Walmart. Ladies and gentlemen, Craig Meinhardt.
Craig.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. Welcome.
Welcome to the stage, sir.
Oh, no, thank you guys so much for having me. So, appreciate it.
Most definitely, man. So, Silver Tongue Devil music since 2005. Now, First things first, did the devil make you do it, or were you already in the process of doing it, and the devil just happened to show up?
No, it was, the devil is a smooth talker. It doesn't have to make
I must say, you're a pretty smooth talker yourself. You've got a very good voice, perfect for a show like ours.
I've been told I got a face for radio.
Well, next best thing.
There you go.
I'm hiding behind a picture for audio. So y'all just got done playing 3 Links last weekend with Burnout, Walt Witowski and the Dirty Dog Dick Eaters, and Bull by the Horn. How was that show?
It was fun. It was our first time at 3 Links. I mean, we've played in the Deep Ellum area many tomes, but not at that particular venue. So it was a good time, man. The bands are all cool. We knew Burnout personally. They're a San Antonio band, and we've played with them before, and those guys are great. So everybody check out Burnout from San Antonio. But it was great to see those guys. Bull by the Horn is another DFW band that we've played with before, although it's been a little bit. And then the Walt Witowski, they're also from San Antonio. They're like a kind of like a folk punk type of band, and they're doing a tour. So this was like day 2 of their tour. So it was Burnout asked us if we wanted to hop on the bill.
And you said yes.
Very cool.
Yeah. So we had played the night before, Friday night, at the Haltom Theater for a cancer benefit, and that was a great show. So we just turned right around and the next night played a show with our buds.
That's so cool.
Yes, we've actually been advertising that cancer benefit show. And one of the fun things that we like to do on the show is try to figure out the band based on their logo. Now, y'all are easy to follow,
I know,
but
right?
some not so much.
Right, yeah, there's the whole unreadable logo thing, which is very big nowadays. So some of them, it can be quite tricky.
Yeah, and as a group of people that advertise local shows, we appreciate legibility, so we appreciate user.
Yes.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I like plenty of bands that have the unreadable logos, but we just wanted to not lean into that for our project. So.
Well appreciated.
Oh, most definitely.
It is fun trying to guess, though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting pretty
It is true. We made a great game out of it.
Yes, we did.
We just need a theme song. Excuse me. So, the newest video, Death Eaters, recently just hit 51,000 views on the YouTube channel.
Mhm.
It's the second single from Conquest of the Inferno EP.
Yes.
So, how has the album, and most especially this huge smattering of underground love, treating y'all?
Oh, great so far. It was last year we went into a studio up in Denton and called Real Time Audio. And there's a great guy named Eric Delegard who runs the studio, and I knew him from some of his other projects and from people that have recorded there. So last summer we went in and recorded a 6-song EP, and we had a bunch of guests on the album, which we had never done before. You know, everything had always been just us, but we really wanted to bring in a bunch of our friends. So each track features somebody from a different band that we know and like, and we're slow releasing it over the course of the year. So every 2 months there's another single, lyric video, music video, and then start over. So coming up on Tuesday is we're getting ready to release single number 3.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Shit, yeah.
So, and then Death Eater was the last one, and that had our buddy, the Texecutioner from the local band Serpent Priest. Great band, kind of like Blackened Death Grind, and he did some guest vocals on it, did an awesome job. We shot a music video around here, and it did really well. You know, got a little over 50,000 views, which is, you know, nothing for an influencer, but for a little DIY metal band, it ain't that bad.
Fuck yeah.
Who does your lyric
Absolutely.
videos?
Me.
Oh, nice. What do you use? I'm still dabbling with some things. I do everything for my band, and I just try to look for help wherever that anybody knows what they're doing.
I use Final Cut Pro, which is editing software on Mac. I have a desktop, but I do like all of our music videos. I've also done a couple of short films and stuff like that. So I've had to, over the years, like teach myself how to do editing and stuff like that. And I found Final Cut Pro to be a really good piece of software. So that works for me.
Awesome. That's good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, so y'all have been doing your thing since 2005, which is quite amazing. So y'all are coming up on 20 years. What have you noticed over the last 2 decades as far as the scene and, you know, the just DFW in general?
Just everything keeps changing at all times. It's so it was me and a guitar player named Alex Speed. We started the band back in 2005.
Okay.
And we've had a few lineup changes since then. And then we've had our most recent lineup is the most long running. And Alex still contributes to the band, but he's had to step aside because he just had baby number 2 with his wife. And, he's got like a serious career job. And so he basically now is contributing with songwriting and stuff like that, and hasn't been able to play live much lately. But as soon as he's able to get back out there, then he'll be back out there full time. So right now we're operating as a 4-piece, whereas normally we're a 5-piece, meaning 2 guitars, bass, drums, vocals.
Oh, well, congratulations to him. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Way Up Dude wants to know, do you ever get enough of this?
Ever get enough of what do you
just mean? I guess performing and
oh, okay. No.
Way to go, Way Up Dude.
It's being in a band is simultaneously like the most frustrating, difficult thing ever, to get 4 people in a room at the same time consistently.
4 marriages.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It'll absolutely make you want to blow your brains out. Like I've never.
Yeah, nah. He gets it.
Just because it's like stuff always happens, and it's understandable, but it's like life gets in the way, or people make bad decisions, and all kind. Somebody doesn't like somebody else, and all this kind of stuff. So I wouldn't quite say it's like a marriage, but it is very much like juggling like different girlfriends, and so they all got to like get along to a greater or lesser extent, and everybody's got to be on the same page musically and mentally and like all this kind of stuff. Yeah. So it's really, really easy to get derailed or come to a standstill because, your drummer gets busted for prostitution or whatever it may be. So.
Thank you, Bert.
Hear that, everybody? It's a long way to the top if you want to do deviltry music. So support your local fucking artist banging it out.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Now we've got it's a great group of guys. Like really, I can't say enough good things about them. And so when you're in that situation, it's awesome. And it's great to play, and it's great to write music and all that kind of stuff. So no, I'm not tired of it at all. It's great now, but it has sucked a lot of balls to the way to get to here.
That's funny.
So it's a lot of balls.
I feel that on so many levels.
To the top.
It takes a lot of years to become an overnight sensation.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So 2005, take us back to that time. George Bush was becoming, going into a second term.
Oh, no.
Basically, metalcore and the new wave of American heavy metal had pretty much eradicated new metal. So what was the thinking going into this? What was going into the thought process of Silver Tongue Devil? How did y'all start off?
Crack epidemic.
Sure. So, back then, me and Alex, the founding guitar player, we just bonded over, liking a lot of the same types of metal. And, we really clicked and agreed early on as to like what we wanted to do, which was to really combine the different elements that we really liked out of the underground. So it's like we love thrash, so we wanted to take a little bit of thrash, and we love death metal, and we want to take a little bit of that, and we love black metal, and we want to take a little bit of that, and then but also kind of combine it with old school songwriting, because we're always and will always be like enormous fans of Judas Priest and Iron Maiden and Black Sabbath and the Big Four. Yeah, like all that kind of stuff. So we really just wanted to take all of the elements and blend it into one, because that's really not something that we were seeing at the time. It's like normally, metal is very regimented as far as like you're in this subgenre. You're a thrash band and you're only a thrash band, or you're a death metal band and you're only a death metal band. And there's not a lot of wiggle room. And so we wanted to just be kind of like an extreme metal band but to many different types within metal,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Craig, right here, Iron Jaw is in the chats watching the show. Much respect to Craig and the whole Silver Tongue Devil crew.
Well, much respect to Iron Jaw. Those guys are awesome, man. Great band. Yeah. So, and they got a killer album out, so everybody go buy it from their Bandcamp.
Yeah. So do you take elements of non-metal and put it into your metal?
You know, everybody has their own, you know, kind of influences, and we've all got like backgrounds and stuff like that that are non-metal and stuff. So in a way but you know, for the project and when we think about songwriting is like really we're trying to keep it within the realm of metal because that's what we're doing. That's the type of band that we're consciously trying to be.
Yeah.
And then from there we try to kind of like push it out a little bit. So, you know, we really look at the old school bands like Black Sabbath, particularly, and their songwriting and their structure and their unusual way of not just going verse, chorus, bridge, you know, verse, chorus, traditional songwriting structure, which is fine, but we really liked how they play with it. It's like they might have
writing songs.
Yeah, they might have a song that's very simple, but then they'll turn right around and have a really kind of like proggy song like Sabbath Bloody Sabbath.
Oh, proggy.
And so we wanted to take that element, but then just throw kind of like the more extreme angle in it. So that's where we get like the thrash and the death metal angle from that.
Yeah. Homies from Descent said we're in the same boat, floating between all the metal genres, but don't really fit in anywhere. Yeah. It's tough. To us, fuck metal is metal. So who cares what subgenre? If it's heavy, it's heavy.
Yeah. No, and
heavy.
Cheers to them. I mean, 100% is the thing that people like least and most about us at the exact same time is that like that we are not one thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like we're still metal. It's not that it's like, you know, like crazy, like, oh, all the, you know, we're jazz and then all of a sudden, you know, it's like there's blast beats or something. It's not that. But it's like, again, is that we'll play many bills where it's like brutal death metal bands and then us where we're the least of the heavy bands. And then we'll turn right around and we'll play where we're miles heavier than everybody else.
Yeah,
and we're cool with that. Like it's fine, you know. It's like I don't mind, you know. We'll play with pretty much anybody, and you know, I think it's cool to change it up, but you know, it's like a lot of you know, you'll definitely get the arms crossed bros, you know, at the back of the venue, or people that are just like, wait, what, you know, it is like why are there clean vocals in this part, or vice versa. It's like why are there harsh vocals in this part, but again, it's like for every one of those there's an equal or greater number of people that were like, that was so cool, you guys aren't like any other band on this bill.
Damn straight.
And so for us that's really kind of the driving identifier is that it definitely makes your road harder, but it also plays in your favor if you're consistent.
Yeah,
just doing what you do. I'm going to go back to the chats here because apparently you guys have some pretty awesome theatricals. Hey, Craig, could you expound? This is from Iron Jaw in the chats on the different ceremonial garments and props you sometimes employ on stage.
Sure. So for the last 3 years or so, I've started dressing up as a Roman senator on stage.
Heck yeah.
And then I have my staff, which is like a you know, metal staff with like devil prong on it. Mm-hmm. And basically that kind of just developed over time because it goes back to one of the kind of our mascot of the band, and something that's evolved over time is also something that's lyrically like part of the band is that you know, we'll kind of jump around and incorporate either something like historical or literary or something that just might be kind of like cool and fucked up. And so you know, it's like we'll have a song about like the French Reign of Terror, but then we'll turn around and also have a song about aliens, right? But for the character is, you know, we kind of came up with this idea of what we call Emperor Pan, and like the Emperor of Rome, but like the Greek satyr of Pan, symbolizing, like basically like naughtiness and fun and drink and sex and drugs and the whole 9 yards. So, we really trying to combine, that kind of like Rome at the peak of its powers, but also combined with like a vision of hell. That's where the devil kind of comes in. So it's a
delightful hubris perversion.
Yeah. And it is the point of view of the lot of the songs is always kind of like they're sincere, but it's also kind of like a sly sense of humor, like a devilish sense of humor. So it's like we'll kind of like make fun of things in a dark way, like gallows humor type of thing. So it's humorous, but it doesn't necessarily come across as like Guar, who's a band that I love, but they're like very out front, like, hey, we're being silly. And a lot of times what we'll do is we'll kind of invert it, where we take like a serious subject like nuclear war, and then we'll make fun of it because here we are just basically waltzing right up to the brink and nobody seems to be paying attention.
Oh, so secretly you're a hardcore band. I like that.
Well, it's like definitely pull influences from some of the great old school hardcore bands for sure. I'm a huge fan of like the Cro-Mags and the Dead Kennedys and Sick of It All and Agnostic Front and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
Now you're talking my language. Very good. Do you ever feel like maybe you get into a rut with how y'all write, and so you'll have to go off into the woods and smoke opium and hang out with people that live under trees to find new inspiration or whatever? I'm not here to judge.
Things happen.
Whatever.
Well, it not really, but we have different kind of side projects that are based off the band that help us kind of get outside the box. And what I mean by that is, so Silver Tongue Devil is our main band. It's, who we play with the most. It's been around the longest and stuff like that. We also will play acoustic shows as Acoustic Devil, where we've got the same guys, but a different guy on percussion that does like a lot of hand percussion and stuff like that. And that's really cool because like we'll basically take our songs and rewrite them to play them acoustically. And then we'll also throw in some covers of bands that we like, like Black Sabbath and stuff like that. Then we've got an offshoot, kind of unrelated death metal hardcore band called Shiv that's got some of the same guys, but not all. And, so we're able to kind of like flex those different muscles to write different types of songs in different projects. So when we all get together for this one, we're all pretty much on the same page. And that helps. And the other thing that helps, because every band is different when they write songs, it's like sometimes it's like one guy comes in and he knows everything. Or sometimes it's like maybe two, like the guitar players will go off and then they'll, show the band like, hey, here's the song. Or some people write on, like their laptops, they'll use like Guitar Pro or something like that and hash it out. But we literally, the four of us sit in a room and we'll work on a song until it's done. And, it might take a day or it might take weeks to do. But because of that is everybody is bringing their own influence and their own kind of like stamp on it. So it's never really the same thing, because on some of the songs, it might primarily come from the guitar player or the bass player or the drummer or myself. But by the time everybody's kind of worked on it, is like they're going to add something that I would never have thought of. So that helps keeps it fresh for us, because it's not the same like songwriting process every time.
Y'all ever have ideas and you're like, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
absolutely not.
Yeah, many. I mean, it like not that it's just be like, what the fuck was that? But it's more like
you want to say it.
Like it just won't go anywhere. It's like you kind of work on it, and it's just like, fuck, I don't know what to do with that. And it's like, you either dump it or you just keep going at it until you come up with something you like.
Mm-hmm.
Does someone ever come up with a riff and then show it to you, and then you are like, hey, that would be cool, like if you did this instead of that, and they're like, stay in your lane, motherfucker.
No. Well, we try not to be. Everybody's really respectful about it, but we all do it. Where it's like, oh, well, don't do the lyric there, do it there, or hey, that great guitar part was great, but could you flip it with this other part? That type of thing. But that for us is just help. That only works if everybody kind of gets along. You know what I mean? It is like it doesn't work so well for Kiss because they're all tired of each other's shit. Or Metallica, it is, but we're still buds, so it works well. Where no one's just a dick about it, like what the fuck was that, so it works out well for us, and everybody's a good songwriter. So everybody just kind of like helps mold it, and it ends up something very different than how it starts, and that's just kind of over the years ends up working for us.
How do you feel about time changes?
Time changes are fine. I mean, like literally pretty much anything is, fine. Is pretty much as long as you start and stop together and everybody's in tune, it is like you're winning. It's like if like everything on top of that is, that's just kind of like hammering out details. We don't personally do too many time changes. We do a few, but that's not the norm for us. So we'll do.
I'm sorry, Rick.
Did we interrupt you? Halftime, double time, but like, and then it's like we'll change from like 4/8 to 6/8, to that, or into fives. That is in every song, but not too often where we do like a drastic change where we're going from like 200 beats per minute to like 140. Like that's is typically for stuff like that. Is it helps if you like program your click tracks, and we just practice to a metronome, and then when we play live we're just playing off memory.
Dope.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Rick, what were you saying?
Let's see. You got Johnny Yarborough in the house. We got Badass One in the house. Good evening, everybody. We got Iron Jaw still here saying hello to Arkansas, because Arkansas is not only our moderator of our chats, but a friend. She drove down here to see Iron Jaw. I believe she has one of their T-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Descent's in the chats. Good to have everybody in the house tonight. Way up, dude. Iron Jaw. Collaboration always makes it better, I think.
Yep.
And then I wanted to point out that I did find a picture of you in uniform here.
Yeah.
that is such a cool picture. I swear.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Our buddy Danny, he goes by Danable Corpse on Instagram. He took that from a show a month ago at the Haltom.
Excellent shot.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, what everybody's wanting to, experience is your music. Do you mind if we play the Death Eaters video?
No, please go for it.
Do it.
Woo.
All right, bringing it on screen. And here we go. We'll push play. We
Thank you, Super Chat. Thank you for that, Super Chat.
Oh, what an awesome video. Thank you, Johnny TV, for helping us out.
Yes, thank you.
Dude, that was a really cool video. Who shot it?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
You make it look so easy. I should try.
Yeah, absolutely.
I should try harder. Do you do it off a phone or an actual video?
No, I mean, I've used different, I've used basically all different setups, but for this particular video, I used my iPad to shoot the video and then edited it all together.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. But I've also, most of our videos have an actual photographer with a camera, but this was kind of like a last minute deal, and getting everybody, including Texecutioner from Serpent Priest out, it kind of had to happen real quick. So I was like, oh shit, what am I going to do? So that's why it ended up that way. But the video previous, we had our buddy Metal Dave shoot that for us, and then I edited it together.
That's very cool.
Dave, by the way, Dave is a fantastic videographer. If anybody gets the chance to use him, please do. He's fantastic.
Oh Oh, he's the best. He's the best. That's why he travels with Pantera.
Oh man, that's so fucking cool. Did not know that. All right.
Oh
Hell yeah, go Dave.
He is
How about
the
those
official
credentials?
traveling photographer for Pantera.
Fucking A.
So
It's throwing me for a loop
yeah.
because we have our Dave, and so every time you say Dave, I'm like, oh, Dave, you travel with Pantera? That's dope. I didn't know that.
Right?
Yeah, but I still got to be in bed by 9.
No. Fat chance tonight.
Yeah, no shit. Did you record this new album with Alex Delegard?
Yeah. Eric Delegard up in Denton at Real Time.
Oh, Eric, sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. Yes, we recorded it up there in August of last year.
Did he used to run the Panhandle House out in Denton?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
I know
feel
that
like
I know he's played and continues to play in several bands, and then a lot of the different types of Denton bands record there at Real Time. So, but I don't know if he ran that or not.
I feel like my old band Grain recorded a few things over there too, but you know what? I've partied since then, so I could be completely wrong.
Partied since then.
But he's a great guy, so I highly recommend checking them out if you ever need anything recorded.
Oh yeah. Does partying play a big factor in the way that y'all write?
No. We all have a good time, like especially at shows and stuff like that. But we're also like fairly focused when it comes down to practice and playing live. It's like after practice we might kick a few back and relax for a minute, but not before. Is like we show up and take care of business and then have a good time after.
Has it always been that way, or did you have like a Robert Downey Jr. in the early 2000s kind of period?
No. It more or less, it's always been that way. Now, it's not that we've never, drank a little too much like before or during practice, or, smoked the devil's lettuce, and not been able to, finish what we're writing. So it's not that it's never happened. It's just, collectively, it's just all like, let's just save it to the end. We just always have wanted to do it as good as we can, and having fun is great, but it's more fun to be good at what you're doing.
Hell yeah, that's a beautiful way to look at it. All you Molly taking rock stars out there, it can be done on a sober brain as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is to teach their own, man. It's like some of my favorite artists have been, drunks and drug addicts and stuff like that. So, whatever works, it's like whatever works is just, again, just for me personally and for us collectively as a band, is if we're going to celebrate, let's celebrate after we've done a good job.
Yes. Not
Most
finishing
definitely.
a handle of whiskey before the show even starts.
Right, yeah, because it never goes well when that happens.
I'm not talking about myself.
Hung out with, right, yeah. We weren't making any judgments yet. Were you ever in the process of just trying to hang out, and then another band was like, "Here, drink this, you'll play better." Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm like the other guys are more fun than I am, because they can have, especially like when we're playing, and a lot of times we're playing like towards the end of the night. I personally don't drink until we're done. Not for any highfalutin reason other than it makes it harder on my voice. So it's like, as soon as I have a couple of beers or a couple of shots, it makes it harder for me to get through the set, because our set is pretty challenging to get through normally. So I have to wait till the end. And then there's sometimes it's like you literally get done and they're like, last call, and it's like, well, fuck, you know. Or we've played at some breweries where you know, it's like they'll close like the tap house down at like, you know, midnight or something like that, and then by the time you're done, it's like, well, your drink tickets are no good. But no, we've definitely you know, been around some hard partying bands and stuff like that, and it's always a good time. I mean, like I said, it's like we're far from straight edge. It's not that. It's just more of just like trying to be focused and take it, because again, it's like we're playing fast shit that's got tricky changes, and it really sucks to make a mistake on stage and feel it. And so it's like I try to minimize that as much as possible.
That's good. You got discipline. I respect that.
Well, attempt to. I'll put.
We love that. Attempts.
So, what is the pre-show ritual that y'all partake in? Y'all have like a group powwow and just be like, all right, let's go out and rock this, or everybody's in their own little bubble and then come together on stage?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have like anything like set, you know, that we do. Is in that regard, we're kind of boring. Like I said, is that, you know, it's like we'll check in with everybody before our set, be watching the other bands and stuff like that, just trying to be sociable. And then, you know, while the band before us is going on, kind of getting the zone, and everybody's either doing their warm-ups or I'm, you know, getting my costume on and like, you know, memorizing the set and that type of thing. And then, you know, we go out there and just, you know, at that point, you know, we can be more relaxed because we've already done the legwork of getting ready, you know. So by the time we actually take the stage, it's like we're pretty loose and ready to go.
Yeah, I like to sit in my thoughts and lyrics before I ever go out, but people always want to be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, no. I feel that.
Y'all pretty much get along pretty well, you know, off stage and everything. Do y'all do anything to keep that love alive? I know I've said this before, but Wu-Tang Clan always get together every Sunday for a Sunday barbecue, and that's how they've been able to get along with each other for 30 years. Do y'all have anything similar to that?
Not regularly, but we do hang out. You know, it is, you know, it's like, you know, special events, you know, special like birthdays, you know, we all get together. If there's something going on, like we all went to our drummer's wedding and, you know, went to the bachelor party and stuff like that. You know, and then, you know, we always enjoy like, you know, hanging out at the shows, you know, watching the other bands, having a few drinks, you know, just having a good time. So, and then, you know, we practice every week regularly and, you know, see how, you know, hang out a little bit before and after we're actually like, you know, doing the thing. So it's just like a real relaxed atmosphere, and, you know, just everybody enjoys seeing everybody. And then we also are mindful and try to give everybody their time away so they can spend, you know, if we're not playing a weekend or something like that, they can spend it with their significant other, or, you know, go off and go camping or do whatever anybody wants to do. So it's like, for us, it's like we just try to balance it out, you know, where it's like we're in, you know, regular rotation of being around each other, having a good time, hanging out, and then also, hey, you can go do your own thing when you need to.
That's so sweet.
Speaking of regular rotation, how has radio been treating Silver Tongue Devil over the past 20 years?
I mean, pretty good. I mean, it is in the sense of like, you know, we've been played on the radio kind of all over the world. I mean, we've been in contact with stuff where we've like, people have sent us that, you know, like one of our songs will be like trending on a chart somewhere like random that we didn't know about, like, you know, like Poland, you know, and it's like, okay. And, you know, Western and Eastern Europe, South America, you know, get notice of streams, or like we'll have like, you know, people hit us up for for interviews and stuff like that out of like Brazil, and it's like we know nobody down there. So so that's really cool. You never know where.
It was pretty magical. You never know.
Somebody died.
You never know.
I'm so sorry.
Are you okay?
I had to let her.
Wow.
I had to let her in because she kept crying, and I know y'all could hear her.
Oh,
and then
kitty cat!
She just destroyed my water bottle and everything surrounding it. That's why.
Oh,
And now I don't know where she's
crap.
okay. I'm gonna be back.
your connection is good.
Okay.
As long as you're good, we're all good.
Take 5. Yeah, you're good. So, Craig, so potentially, both Ukraine and Russia could be playing Silver Tongue Devil as they attack each other.
Absolutely. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
I mean, that's terrible, but that's awesome.
I mean, we didn't cause the war, it wasn't our music.
We just entertained it.
That's right. But no, I mean, it's like also to be like totally real, like we're an underground band. It's like, it is like our radio presence is minimal at best. It is.
You
like,
hadn't bought your house yet?
Yeah. It is, we're DIY through and through. Like we do everything ourselves.
Awesome.
Which is great, but also it's like, you don't get like a any kind of like big push or anything like that. It's like everything that you do is you got to do it.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's like that works for us. We've tried working with labels and promoters and all that kind of stuff, but it just ends up at the end of the day, we always do more work anyway. So why wouldn't we just do it all?
Have you all been on tour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the biggest tour?
There you
go. What kind of tour?
So we've done, I don't want to misrepresent. I'd say more accurately, what we've done is we've done several what they would call runs, right? So it's like tour typically would be meaning something that lasts like several weeks or a month or 2 months, or where you're just out for like 20, 30 days at a time, and you go whatever. We haven't done that. Is what we've done is we'll go out for like 5, 6, 7 days and come back, and go out and go to Florida and back, or go out and make a loop in like New Mexico, Colorado, Oklahoma, that type of thing. Go up to Michigan and back. Like that is more of what we've done. Because cool. It's like all of us, we've all got regular jobs and rent and all that kind of stuff. So it is like we're not kids. We can't hop in a van and just be like, later and be gone for 25 days or whatever. So we got to target it a little more.
I'm not going to lie. I'm very food motivated. So if I don't get fed, I'm not a very nice person. And so having a stable job that provides income to be able to do that, or even travel for the band. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the dream for every band ever always is, it's like, can they be, make money off it? Can they be self-sustaining? Can you buy your house and stuff like that? But the reality is that it's not just that it's incredibly hard, but like, honestly, like next to impossible, certainly within the last 4 years, because of the crazy inflation and the cost of everything and all the costs associated with being in a band. So not only gas, but the merch you got to buy, and the clubs are closing down left and right, and it's like every scrap that you can get is harder and harder to get, and then there's exponentially more and more bands and all this kind of stuff. So huge respect to anybody out there grinding away. But again, for anybody is like, you can throw yourself at it like really hardcore for a while, but how long can you do that? And what we have found, at least what works best for us and has worked for almost 20 years is, you know, everybody is going to have a job. Like everybody is going to have responsibilities of the car payment and all that kind of stuff. But if you're consistent with, you know, how you organize your time and your vacation and, you know, your significant others and your spouses and all that kind of stuff, is you can be an active working band, putting out records and playing around and all that kind of stuff. It's just you got to like plan it out. You know, you gotta be really focused on how it's going to do, and then that way you don't get burned out after a year. You're like, well, I didn't make money, so fuck it, the band's over, which is what happens to most bands.
Gonna ride this ship till it sails to the bottom of the ocean.
Right.
That's cool.
How does Silver Tongue Devil eat and sleep on a budget while on the road?
You know, pretty much like anybody else. You know, it's like you pull a lot of favors. You know, you ask a lot of people if you can crash at their place, you know, or, you know, sometimes you find really cool people that'll bring food to the venue or, you know, that type of thing, you know, or you just end up, you know, biting the bullet and spending your own money to, you know, get a slice of pizza somewhere, that type of thing.
Like, do you
so
usually
y'all are
travel
big on like salads?
What's that?
So y'all are big on salads or
really no.
You know no, okay. I'm sorry, Ariel, go ahead.
Salads. Wild food salads.
Right. Yeah.
You can always travel with your own little garden, like a little raised bed. Take it with you for if you want vegetables.
Right. Growing vegetables and stuff like that.
Do y'all usually rent equipment wherever you go? So like if you travel up to Michigan, do you take everything with you? Do you rent it up there, backline?
No, I mean we take everything with us when we go. So, which is not always the smartest, but the main problem is, you know, everybody's always, you know, particular about their sound. You know, it's like the guitar player, it's like they really like their sound, so they want their head and their amp, which I totally understand. Right. The hardest part out of all that is drums, because not only is each kit different, but how they're set up is different. And if your drummer is used to the certain position of the toms and the snare and the pedals and the cymbals and all that kind of stuff, and then all of a sudden you're like, well, hey, everybody's using the house kit. It's like that gets really tough, because all of a sudden they're like relearning songs, or like where something's supposed to be, it's not there.
Yeah,
it's very awkward. It's very hard. So while it can be done, it's difficult at best.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of times what we'll do is, if we can combine and borrow someone else's like cabs for bass and guitar, we'll just bring our heads and we'll bring our kit, and then we'll bring like the stage stuff.
Yeah, to basically reduce the amount of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it gets a lot. I'm only I'm the vocalist and I carry everybody's shit. Yeah. I should be carrying everybody's shit.
No, it's part of the deal for sure. So.
Thank you, Super Chat. Thank you for that, Super Chat.
Thanks, Johnny. We appreciate
Thank you, Johnny. For everybody out there that aren't aware, we make this show happen because of donations, because of viewers like you. We are basically PBS, but on a podcast. So if you enjoy what you're seeing, please help us out. We're not spending lavishly, all right? Every dollar that goes into this show goes into this show, all right? We are here because we care about the scene, and we care about getting other people to hear your shit.
Don't lie. You got champagne back there.
Yeah, in each different location.
Right.
It's hidden away.
Hey, everybody. We are live on Facebook. I've confirmed it. So we're live on Facebook now for the first time in several months. Yeah.
Dope.
Apparently there was some kind of official upgrade of programming between StreamYard and Facebook that straightened it out, and I went through it really quick and was able to upload. So, but either way, go to Facebook, like that video and share it, or go to the YouTube channel, like that video and share. Thank you.
Oh yeah. And while you're at it, go to silvertonguedevil666.com. Give
There
them
you
a
go.
like, subscribe. Make sure to go to their Facebook, Instagram, buy their shit, and make sure that you show them some love, because they're an amazing band, and they're showing you their love by showing you the music in their heart.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what do you love most about what you do, Craig?
The whole thing, the different facets of it is, you know, writing is very different than playing live, is very different than recording.
Yo.
It's kind of like a different skill set for each one. And I really like all
the
of
website.
it. Yeah, that's our official website, and that has links to everything. But I like all the different elements, because again, it's like they keep you sharp, you know, is like because you know, if you go through a run of playing like shows for consistently for, you know, several months, and you know, when you're doing that, is you're not really writing, because it's difficult, because every time you get together you're getting ready for the next show,
Right.
But that really strengthens that live muscle. But then your writing muscle, you kind of need to tune that back up a little bit, and then it gets hard, and it's kind of like, fuck. It's like, okay, wait, this should be easier by now. And then once you get in the groove of writing, and then you're used to that, and then you go into the studio, and you would think that, no problem, we can play it live. But no, it's a different, you know, slightly different thing. So like each part of it is, I find interesting and fun in it, and frustrating also. But you know, I like all the elements of, you know, rehearsing and writing and recording and then playing live, and you know, just kind of like keeping that momentum going, where you go right from one thing into the next, and that way you're always busy and you're always working on something new.
Yeah, challenging every facet of creativity.
Yeah. So you know, I know that's kind of a cop out, but I really like all of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, the one that's got the most adrenaline charge for sure is playing live. I mean, that's where, you know, if you're an underground band in any scene, that is how you live and die, is playing live. You know, you know, there's a few and a few notable, like, just studio projects where, you know, it's like, you know, the band, it's like they might just record every now and again and put something out, and that's cool. Is like, but for a band like ours, it's really like centered around the live performance, and when we write songs, we write with that in mind.
We've had this question.
Do songs? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to ask a question we've asked before, just based off of what you just said. So I know, if you had to choose, would you choose to record and have your music stream where you could play new music all the time? Or would you choose to perform?
Like gun to the head.
If you could only choose one.
I'd play live.
Okay.
Perform.
I was going to say, do songs get played as they are, like, perfectly, or do y'all play them live and then go, okay, the crowd wasn't really responding to this, let's rework this?
You get what you get, Dave.
Well, only in the sense of, like, we would never play anything live unless we were, like, sure about it and it was done. Like, so we don't experiment, like, you know, like if we're gonna play a song live, like, we know it front to back and side to side. So now that might not necessarily translate to anybody gives a shit. It's like, but it is, you know, for us, it's like by the time we play a song live, it's like we've hammered on it for a while. So, you know, we don't really, like, we'll then go back and, like, retool it, you know, after we've done it. Is like, if we're going to play a song live or include a song on a recording, it's because we've put a lot of legwork into getting it ready and knowing that we're, you know, happy with where it's at.
Out of all the songs y'all have written, is there one song that just clicked really quickly for everybody? Like it was just a song that was meant to be?
Oh yeah, like every recording is there's always this mix of where there'll be some songs that take fucking forever to write and finish. Like it's it's like it comes up to a dead end, or like one guy loves one part and the other guy hates that part but likes another part, or something like that. And then it's just like pulling teeth to finish it. And then there'll be a song or two where it's just like the easiest song to write. It just all comes together. It all flows, and and then there's some where it's kind of a mix of A and B. But you always come across that is like you would imagine, or I would imagine that after 10 years of writing songs, you're like, oh, it would get easier. It doesn't really. You definitely get those moments where it's like, oh, it's like it's just bam, in a day you just popped out a song. You're like, fuck, we're going to do an album in no time. Yeah, it doesn't ever work out that way.
Have you noticed that?
As soon as you start to get like a little bit further or get that one or two out of you, then it's right back into, it's like, God damn it, we can't finish this song to fucking stay alive.
Do you feel like y'all's songwriting has progressed over time? Like, do you feel like y'all have improved or kind of stayed stagnant in some places?
I do. It's hard, it's hard to say, because, every artist's favorite album is the new album, but typically like fans are like, play like the old stuff. Like Iron Maiden is like, they're going to say their new album's their best album. And you're like, bullshit. It's, whatever, Number of the Beast or, Power Slave. We're all happy.
Another Jens Jorgensen record.
Right. We're all happy with, how we're continuing to progress. And we really like playing the new songs, and we're getting positive feedback, from fans and newcomers on the new songs. So that's encouraging to us that we're, kind of trending in the right direction.
Yeah.
Do trends in metal or even in music in general have any effect on the band?
Nope.
A solid answer, and quickly.
No, that's to our detriment and to our credit is in equal measure. Is that we probably could have made some decisions that would have made us more marketable and easier to kind of like cash in on a scene, or maybe be a little bit more commercialized, but it was just never even a question. If you're going to be the redheaded stepchild, just lean into it, like be that. And that's what we try to do, good or bad, hate us, don't like us, whatever. I can say with 100% certainty is that no other band out there sounds like we do. And some people might fucking hate that. Cool. Like, fine. But with absolute certainty, I can guarantee we do not sound like another band.
I love it.
Well, I will say this. If you're pissing people off, you're doing something right.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've noticed that people, especially nowadays where alternative has basically become rap, a lot of metalheads don't really like what is considered alternative, stuff like Lil Peep or Billie Eilish or Post Malone, and or Skrillex, and they just they fold their arms, like an old school Metallica fan, be like, fuck you. But do you think that's unfair? Like, times change, So do you respect, or at least have like some kind of admiration for what is considered metal now to the kids?
Oh, I mean, I'm as stubborn and opinionated as anybody. Probably more so, my bandmates would tell you. But you know, at the end of the day, what anybody else does ain't my fucking problem. Is I focus on what I do, and we collectively in the band, we do our thing. So you know, kind of like what you were saying earlier, is if what we were doing was the coolest thing on the planet, great, you can call us a sellout and we would do it. But if everybody was like, that fucking sucks and you guys should play something else, we're gonna say, fuck you, no, this is what we want to do. And you know, it is, we just come by it honestly, you know. And you know, so it's like if everybody in the world is listening to whatever, well, fine, great, you know, listen to us too. But you know, it is you know, there's not too much point in getting wrapped up in what other people are doing, because no matter what you say, they're like, you can either, you know, go along to get along and lie, and you know that's going to come across as fake, or if you're just like too vocally stubborn and like, you know, fuck everything kids are doing and whatever, then you're just going to alienate anybody that might give you a chance.
Yeah,
you know, it is I think a better track is just to do what you do, let people decide on their own if they like it. Hope you like it. If you don't like it, no hard feelings. If you hate it, cool. You know, whatever.
yeah. And what's the true definition of alternative anyways these days?
But you know, it is my feeling is that if someone's doing even something I really don't like, is, hey, if that's what you want to do, fucking power to you, you know, right on, go kill it, you know. Is like I've got like close friends that are in all different types of music that is not my thing, but I'm super happy that they're doing it, you know, so doing something, getting out there, you know, playing, performing, writing, whatever it may be, is, you know, fucking follow your muse and go after it, and, you know, just do the best you can.
There you go. Like, do y'all ever, I mean, we already discussed you draw influence from, you know, popular bands like Judas Priest and Black Sabbath. Do you draw any influence from any local bands that y'all have played with? Like, hey, I love that part that they just did. Let's do something similar on this song.
Well, we don't really draw inspiration from bands in that we would never want to like step on like a contemporary, like someone that we know or have played shows with. We won't want to like step on anybody's toes, so we don't do that. But one thing that we've done is we've covered one of our local friends' songs. So there's a band called Electric Vengeance, which is like a crossover thrash band.
I love Electric Vengeance so fucking much. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we covered their song Meat Grinder in front of them at a show that we played with them for fun, and we've thrown it in the set occasionally since. And just like as a fun surprise, just because we've probably played more shows with those guys than anybody else. And great band and love the dudes. So we were just like, you know, everybody's always like, you know, when you cover a band, and rightfully so, but you want to cover like either somebody famous or influential or something that means something to you. And we're like, yeah, but we should do it for one of our buddies. So that was our showing of respect.
That is so fucking cool, man. Hell yeah. Ariel, what covers are you preferential towards?
Covers? Oh God.
Yeah.
We don't do covers, Dave. Is that bad?
No.
I mean, we'll
Not
do
at
it
all.
for like
Original.
hired gigs or something. And at that point, we just do whatever. I can tell you one of the fun covers we've done before was Britney Spears' Toxic. We did a rock version of that.
Nice.
Nice.
Wasn't my idea, but it worked out really cool and everybody went bananas for it. So what do I know about music?
No.
See, the problem with covers is that you don't want to be known for just that cover.
Right.
You know, I remember my old band, we used to cover Rage Against the Machine, and after a while we became, that band that covers Rage Against the Machine, and we dropped it from the set list immediately. It's like, no, we want you to know our shit.
This is ours. I personally don't sing other people's songs well. For some reason, it makes me nervous because I don't feel like I can. Not that I can't handle it. I just have my own expectations for it.
Mm-hmm.
because I want it to sound my way, but I know other people are expecting it to sound that way specifically.
Sure.
But I don't do covers as well as I do our own songs for obvious reasons.
Well, I like them both. I like a band that's all original, and I like a band that'll throw in a cover song or two. Speaking in of those types of bands, how about our special guest popping on here Hey, it's Hef.
It's Hef. He's so cool. His eyes are red and his beard is blue. Hey, it's Hef. He's from Vane and he's come here just to blow your brain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up?
The intro song.
Hey,
Yeah.
Thank you for the boom, Hef.
Yeah. I wish I could take credit for
Welcome to the party, Hef.
Thank you. I caught the last end of that conversation, a good conversation. You know, Vane plays a cover on occasion, maybe one in per set, and we mix it up, you know, for
Nice.
just what you were saying. But you know what? We might be getting ready to release a song that might be no longer a cover because it's ours, but so we're stealing it from an artist. You know, I guess you will.
Yeah.
I love that T-shirt you're stealing tonight.
Dude. Representing my boys.
Received.
Yeah. Got some boys going on a show coming up. You guys, June 22nd, I believe.
That is it.
Yeah, so good stuff.
Yeah.
You have a silver
But before all that, make sure that y'all head out to the factory on June 15th for Vermifest, where you will see Vane and many other amazing bands giving away dogs. Just throwing them out into the crowd. It'll be weird.
Nice.
Oh my God, so metal.
So,
That's a great idea. What a concept. A war for pet lovers.
Yes.
It's raining dogs and dogs.
And dogs, yes.
Rating
This is going to be an awesome show. Great representation of local music and Drowning Pool. I mean, come on. I can't wait. And at the studio, at the factory, phenomenal venue. One of my favorite places to play. You know, not that I've heard here yet. So right now it's my favorite place.
That is what we have heard from people who have played there, is that the factory is a badass place to play.
Yes.
Hey, Craig, have y'all played there yet?
No. Well, that's awesome.
Hey, Hef, meet Craig of Silver Tongue Devil, bringing the Devil Tree tonight.
Awesome. Yeah, we've done some Silver Tongue stuff, I believe. Yep. It's been a while. I remember Silver Tongue's on one of our. It's on one of my road cases. Every time I grab my case, I see Silver Tongue. So.
Nice.
I don't know which one you son bitch just stuck it on there. Oh wait, that's me. No. So cool. Good to see you guys, man.
Oh, thank you, brother. Yeah.
Hi, Happy.
Hey, girl. Just doing what we do, right? Trying to entertain the local DFW area of all of our stuff.
So do you guys have a new record coming out, or just came out, or?
No, but you know, here it comes down to time and money, right?
Yeah.
And time right now, I have a lot of money, not so much. So
yeah.
So, but
typically how that goes.
Yeah, we're doing an in-house experiment though. The last 6 weeks we've been recording right here, what you're seeing behind me, in-house, and I've been playing producer, sound engineer, and I think we're going to release a song, and I'll talk more about that maybe down the road here, after this weekend show. But this is our testing ground. If we can do this good, then maybe we can release some of our other originals, because we have 8 or 9 songs that we play. That's you can only hear when we play.
Yeah.
And no one buys albums, so I don't want to invest the time and money to do a whole album and have people hear one song. So I'm gonna, a lot of people, and this is I've been thinking forever. Let's release a song every 3-4 months.
Yeah.
New single.
Man.
Because I want every song to be a #1 song, right? And I hate that you get an album and you hear 1 or 2 songs and you don't hear the rest. So, even if you're a hardcore fan, you might listen to the rest, but you just, what are the 8 songs for?
Yeah.
And so I want a person to hear every freaking song on the album, and how better to do that than just force it down their throat.
There you go.
So, yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the idea. We're not the first to do it. Other people are doing it too, and I think it's the way that you got to go. And And to me, what better is that? Why wait 2 years for an album when every 3 or 4 months your favorite band is a new song?
Yeah.
And to me, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's true.
It might even be dope.
Yeah.
You can still, after 8
So
to
dope.
10 songs, you can print a CD to sell at your shows.
Absolutely. You know, and that's kind of the way I look at it. Then you put a compilation album. Here's our last 18 months. Oh, and by the way, there's 2 new bonus tracks on it.
What just build the record?
Yeah, build the record. Let everyone hear the building of the record per se. Is what I'm kind of thinking. You know, and then release those songs, and then you want all of them? Here they are. Here's 2 or 1, or whatever works. And then that's when you do the vinyl. That's when you do the CD, and hopefully your fans love all those songs, and now they're going to get the compilation of them. You know, so that's kind of what Vane's plan is, and this is the test of doing what we're doing right now, just to get it done out. If we can do this at house, great. I don't want to not use my producer because he is invaluable to our team effort, if you will. But right now, we're poor.
Word.
So but we will scrape up money and do stuff with it without a doubt. We got to be a little picky about what we choose to invest that money in, and don't, trust me, it hurts me that we can't have to do that. This is the way it is. So, but if we can do something good, and this doesn't mean down the road, if a song takes off and we get money for it, well, the worst problem to have is you got to redo it right. I want that problem.
Yeah.
I want that problem. So that's where we're at right now, man. And building up the show. Can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you guys for support and love, and I'll see y'all June 22nd too. Y'all have an awesome show coming up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. We're here for you, man, and wishing you the very best always, especially in that making the songs department. So sounds like you just have a little bit to learn, and then maybe a little bit to share with your producer friend.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the scariest day is when I give my producer what I've been doing and say, "What do you think?" Because
Can you work with it?
What is? Please don't hurt me much, right? And I do that. Because I'm gonna. He doesn't even know what's coming. I mean, it will. I have to get his. Just critique.
Can you put me through all the Pantera effects now, please? Thank you.
Right. Yeah, the microphones that actually sound good that I don't own. Can I share a story with that? Speaking of Pantera, when we were laying down Relentless, which has our little Pantera nod in it, we say, get your black tooth grin on, basically. That when we're reamping, and if you're not familiar with reamping, that's basically you've played your guitar acoustically with virtual sound, and then you take that, then the producer, sound engineer edits it, and then they take your sound and they run it out of the board and they plug it into your amp, and then that's what is recorded. Now you have your pre-edited everything, so he's basically edited your acoustic version of your song, if you will. Which acoustic doesn't sound good with metal, but it's easier to edit because if anyone's done anything with any DAW, you get this big fat sound wave, and where's each note? That you can do that with acoustic, right? And then you plug it in your amp, and then you just hit play and record, and so it's you. But now you're adding your tone, your characteristics that makes who you as a guitarist or a bassist, whatever. And when we did that, there was 3 microphones up in front of my amp. One right up close, one a little far back, and then there was this piece of crap microphone right beside the one up close. I was like, "What is that?" He goes, "Well, that's Dimebag's." What? What do you mean that's Dimebag's, Mike? So that was the microphone that Dimebag used. He blended that sound from the microphone that Dimebag used, and dude, it was wrapped in fucking duct tape, and it looked like it was getting ready to fall apart. But it had its own little different tone, and in Relentless, that microphone sound is blended in with the other microphone for our sound, which is
very cool.
Yeah, dude, I was like, I almost cried. Like, why the fuck is it right there? That's it.
It's gonna need more duct tape later.
Yeah, because I'm about to fucking cry on it and probably short circuit it. So.
Well, it's hard to recreate that, but create your own magic as long as you get it in Pro Tools, a good solid recording in Pro Tools. You should be able to take that and work magic with it.
Absolutely. And it was just cool to have that microphone there, piggybacked, if you will, and it's in that mix. No one's going to hear it. Honestly, no one's going to know. But I know now. You guys know.
Oh, I know. I feel the love.
Yeah, so it's in there, and you know, and that's just something I will take to my grave. Like, holy crap, that microphone was part of that recording. You know, to me, that's like, okay, I can check out now. It's all good. So good stuff, man. Thank you guys for letting me share that. So I was sorry to be a little late. We're auditioning bass players, as you know. So one ran a little late today. So I apologize for that.
You're all right. Did you bring some questions for Craig here of Silver Tongue Devil?
Well, it says I don't want to ask the same question. But when you guys play it again? I mean, I'm sure you were told about it. Tell me now.
So we were supposed to play the 22nd of June up in Denton at like this mini horror market event.
Yeah.
But it fell through and they had to change venues and now they're not doing bands.
Oh, God.
Our next show is now July the 13th in Keller with the Argonaut.
Okay.
I actually wanted to talk to you about that show just because I've been to Keller and Keller does not seem like the kind of place that would be conducive. They seem
probably not.
They seem like a country crowd.
And what is the venue in Keller?
Oh, I don't even know. The Argonaut set it up, and they
because there's a venue in Keller. I've heard of it just recently, and it's got to be the same place. I can't think of what it's called.
It's a back street, I think, or something like that.
Something.
Yeah, the back street.
What's up, Denny's?
Yeah.
So I just saw Creeper, I think, played a show out there at that same place, like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, Keller. Where the hell's that? So I mean, I know where Keller's at, but I did. Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, no, we've definitely never played there before, but yeah, it sounded like fun. And
cool.
Argonaut's an awesome band, so it's always fun to play with.
Yeah. No promises. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna pick it up
this show.
Definitely.
Yeah,
these
the
guys
folks in Keller have some deep pockets.
All right. Yeah. Right.
Deep metal pockets.
It'll go one of two ways. It'll either be great and the crowd will love it, or it'll be great and they hate it.
That's great too. Yeah. You made an impression. Yeah. That's what you want. If everybody walked away and went, I don't know, you didn't make an impression. I'll take either one of those. Good stuff, man.
Tell me, has your safety ever been in danger from playing at a show? Has a crowd ever gotten that rowdy to you?
Yes and no. I mean, not really. I mean, we've been protested before. That was pretty cool. And by a religious group that saw one of our flyers when we were playing. Played a show in,
I'm jealous.
I believe, Shreveport. No, it wasn't Dallas. I can't. It was a few years ago, but I think it was Shreveport. But anyway, so there's a protest, and they tried to get the club to shut the show down and stuff like that.
Was that with Edge of Insanity by any chance?
What's that?
Was that show with Edge of Insanity with you by any chance? Because Edge of Insanity had some issues out in Louisiana, I think, similar.
No, it wasn't that one in particular.
Oh, okay.
For all we know, it could have been the same place and they had the same issues. So,
all right, it just sounds familiar.
And then we've played some shows with rowdy crowds where like fights break out and that type of thing. So we played a show that got busted once, and then the cops came in, and we're all
doing drugs on stage. I mean,
we're all looking at each other. We're like, well, fuck it, we're keeping playing. So
yeah,
right. It's your best protection.
So there's literally like people like running like backstage and like leaving doors, and the cops are walking in, and we're like, fuck you, we're playing. So
the entertainers, excuse yourselves.
Right.
That's so totally metal.
But not nothing like seriously like hurt or anything like that. More of like drunken shenanigans, like people jumping on stage or someone getting too grabby and trying to grab my staff out of my hand and that type of thing.
One time I was in a merch booth and there was a line, which I couldn't believe it. And then someone had worked her way around the merch booth. And so as soon as I got done talking, she was right there. I'm like, oh shit. More than danger tonight.
Right.
She was an awesome fan. Don't get me wrong, but I was like, why are you need to be over here on this side?
Yeah. Wrong side.
Well, how did you get back here?
Dude, I remember one time my old band Dank, we opened for the Murder Junkies, and our singer Hank started taking pictures of the merch booth of the Murder Junkies, and Merle Allen, Gigi Allen's brother, came over and just slapped the shit out of my brother's phone, like right out of his hand, and then pushed him into the table, and then because they were the national act, we got kicked out.
What?
Troublemaker.
Heresy.
I was at a family barbecue.
Now, more often what's happened is that I've gotten banged up like on stage. So we played one show. I don't know if you guys remember in Fort Worth, there was the Rockstar Sports Bar. And there was like at one point it was like the Rock Dog, and then it was something else.
I saw Texas Metal Alliance there.
Yeah.
Filmed it and published it on my YouTube channel.
Nice. But they had a PA that kind of hung out over the stage, and there was we were playing a show, and I went out and I was kind of like leaning over, and I stood up, and the edge of the PA just came right down and just sliced the top of my head open.
Oh shit!
But I didn't know it, because I'm already like hot and sweaty and it's 100 degrees and all that kind of thing. Until I saw like the front row of people kind of like giving me horrified looks, and I touched my hand, and I came down, and like my whole arm was just deep red. So like somebody got pictures and I can send them to you guys, but it's like the whole like side of my face, because whenever it wasn't like anything bad, but anytime you cut your head, it bleeds like a bitch. And since I'm bald, it's just like blood is just burning
You
out
see
of
it.
my head. Yeah.
You have no hair to soak it up.
Yeah. So it was very Gigi Allen that I'm playing the set like just soaked in blood, like all the way down my face.
You can't get more metal than that. Come on.
Oh, it's totally fake blood. No worries.
Yeah.
No, it was real.
Bloody devil metal.
Right.
Well, since we're talking about shows, we want to head over to the concert calendar.
Well, there's also a little game that we can play.
Take your best guess. Why so furious? In the death metal band. Right there, death metal band. Take your best guess. Why so serious? In the death metal band.
I love it. Name that metal band.
Well, then I can't play because I played with those.
This already happened.
So I know that.
Yeah,
I know those.
This show just happened anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Pass.
Yeah, that was.
All right. Well, it's a fun game to play otherwise.
It is.
Right. Of course.
In surrounding areas, we have the Argonaut. Upcoming invasions. Let's see, June 15th at Reno's Chop Shop. Can't miss that.
Yep, and then there's also that there's a rubber glove show in Denton.
Well, that's the one that we were supposed to play. That got canceled.
Oh, okay. So
glad you're here to set the record straight.
All right.
Oh, there it is, July 13th at Backstreet Bar in Keller.
Yep. There you go.
I would have gone out there for no reason. I've been mad.
Right.
Damn you. Did give me a confirmation call.
There's that Reno show.
Reno with Argonaut, Darkness of Tomorrow, Swarm, Gods Amongst Men, and Bloodied.
We've got another graphic of it here because we've definitely been promoting it.
Iron Man. Saturday, August 24th is playing at Dimensions.
With the coolest.
Much love to our brother Eddie Lee. Promotion machine, Eddie Lee.
Iron Man love.
Saturday.
That already passed.
All right, so this is coming up. It's a Haltom Theater show for
Friday, July 19th with our good friends at Iron Man, Sativa Kid, and Pulse.
There you go.
I think Black Horse is on tour.
We've got some upcoming blow your brains out shows that are important.
Ooh, so
that guy shop that and get him out of there. He's in the way.
Wait, God.
Can't see the bottom of the sign. Come on, it's fucking messing it up.
It's all over.
But what's awesome is that the red and the star on my face makes it seem like I'm a commie.
Hey, look, my name is on your face. You're eating my name.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me.
I was hungry.
That's what I noticed after I took it was the yellow star on right there and the red on your face.
That's awesome.
What a great picture.
I mean, Paul Stanley, but hey, we'll take what we get.
Lighting effects. And you got vivid and vulgar t-shirt behind you there also.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, so one of the most important shows coming up here, June 22nd.
That would be next weekend. This is Blow Your Brains Out. Free show at Diamond Gems with Coilback, Received, Raid, Here For Now, Gibson Cemetery, and Iron Moon.
Iron
Mang doing a cover of the Paranoid record.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're playing it in its entirety.
Ooh, this is my show.
Chris, my guitarist for Vane, playing with Iron Man.
That's right. There you go.
Oh.
You got the vein tie.
That guy is so good at guitar. I hate him. I love that he's in Vane.
Well, sorry, Ariel, that I have not made a better graphic of this flyer in this show, but this is very important because this is very soon.
Yeah, this is our show, July 6th, with From Then On, Us Against All Odds, and Born and Raised at Reno's. Say you're with Against All Odds. So it makes us look better.
I'm with Against All Odds.
No, they're all
peer pressure.
Great bands.
I don't know, Ariel.
From Then On has a new vocalist.
Wait, Ariel, who's Born
and Raised?
Did they have
I haven't met them, and I haven't seen them play yet.
Do they have a female singer?
I thought they did because I thought that this was like a female whole place.
Okay, I was just kind of curious because I know From Then On has their new singer, and then I'm pretty sure Against All Odds has a female singer. I've heard that.
They've had a lot of members in that band. That band's been around for a while.
Yeah, so I'm just curious because I'm into females, just FYI.
Yeah, we'd like to know. We support female musicians.
Absolutely, especially
pouring their hearts out everywhere.
No, Born and Raised is a male lead.
Maybe he can wear a wig that night or something. Dress.
Maybe.
Just to keep the mood going.
Maybe they have an outstanding following. So.
Cool.
We did a show, Outlaw Video Showcase. We did 5 of them, I think, and you can see all those videos on this YouTube channel, Outlaw Video TV. But we did one with Born and Raised also. It was a good 10 years ago now, 10 or 11 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can look for that if you want to check out who they used to be 10 years ago.
I just might.
All right. So supporting our loved ones in Waja.
Oh, Waja. I always want to say Waja every time I say the name.
I love it.
That's so lame. I don't know why I said that. They're going to be playing at Reno's too, June 22nd. That's coming up. Oh, that's the same day as Blow Your Brains Out.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we're showing them love, because it's Waja.
Big love. Waja.
And Grego. Speaking of collaborations, earlier Iron Jaw was in the chats. Rick Perry collaborated with me on my song called Tell You the Truth that you can hear on this YouTube channel also.
Nice.
With Grego from Waja. So Grego is near and dear to my heart. He's like family to me. So, and then so is Waja, because I've known Laura for so long. I watched her kind of grow up.
That's adorable.
And Waja has been a mainstay of the scene for over 20 years as well. There's a trend here. Some of the metal bands around here just won't die.
Right.
This is how I ended up judging a Battle of the Bands competition at Poor David's Pub. And PRI, Peaceful Resistance Impossible, was playing. And Laura came out with a Rickenbacker bass hanging low on her knee.
That's where you play it.
Like, okay, this is either going to be badass or it's going to suck. And it was badass.
Glad it was badass and not suck.
I saw God play his bass so high, he raised his head. I think he went to sleep and kept on playing.
Yeah.
I was a little jealous. That's a great idea.
I don't really care how you play your instrument, but I had to confess, Laura, when she was, I don't know, maybe she was 18 or 19 when I first saw her. And she had, like I said, the Rickenbacker hung low on her knee. It's like badass. And then she did, if you ever got to see Peaceful Resistance Impossible, Peaceful Resolution, Peaceful, where's the R word? I think it's Peaceful.
Resistance.
Yeah. So anyway, they were an excellent little metal industrial band.
Absolutely. And then their guitarist, Ryan Bird, went on to be, he's the guitarist for Secret of Boris.
Really? Is he also the singer guy, the guitar player singer?
No, he was the guy that looked like he was in Nickelback, real well manicured blonde hair and goatee and skinny kind of pretty boy.
Okay. Well, there you go, everybody. You got all your updates here.
Brothers and Rivethead are wreaking havoc at the Halton Saturday, June 29th.
Nice.
And my friends from Otherwise Dead are playing that same show.
Yeah, that's a big show.
Huge.
We might have another flyer for it here. I don't know.
Hey, look, our Punk Bactos and Rotten Cotton Candy.
This was last weekend.
June 8th? Okay, yeah, I was looking hard for that fucking day.
Ooh, is this time to play this game?
Ooh.
Yeah,
all right, time to read. How good are your eyes?
I mean, the show's passed, but let's. Oh no, it's July 6th.
No, it is not. No, it's in July. Okay, so I'm saying Macabre Eternal, they're awesome. Verminosis, they're badass.
Cropro.
Name that death metal band.
Don't know.
Coprolalia.
Okay, it looked like a L-A-L, and then I didn't know what was after that.
Yeah, Coprolalia.
Then
I got the corporal.
I think the name of the top is Astyanax.
Astyanax.
Astyanax. You're cheating. You know these people.
Yeah, I know. I am. I know. I know all of those logos but one.
Is it the one at the bottom, if you're looking at left?
No, the one at the bottom is unsentient.
Mm-hmm.
No, what's the one next to it?
Shout out to Texas death metal, motherfuckers.
The one on the bottom left.
Mm-hmm.
Asphyxiation infecta.
Okay, I see it now.
It's all right.
So we have our death metal band aficionado here. Next time we get stumped, we're gonna look you up, Craig.
We're gonna phone a friend.
Actually, I figured out the one above that, which was the one that was stumping me, but that's Malignant Rot, and they're out of Austin.
Yeah, that's totally what it says.
I love
it. That's unfair.
I'm surprised that there's such a prominent death metal scene in Austin. I'm really surprised by that, but that's awesome.
Death metal is really, really big across all of Texas. And, I say that relatively, like really big in that it is like I'd be surprised if any state has a bigger death metal scene than Texas.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
fair.
I have not. I've been to a lot of states. I've not seen it.
Florida?
No,
even Florida? Yeah, I was gonna say.
They had their day.
No,
okay.
no. If you're like back in the day, like if you're talking about like 90s.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had their day.
Morbid Angel and all that. Then sure, they get the crown for that. I just mean now.
Yeah.
Like the death metal scene all across Texas is very vibrant.
Kick ass. Kick ass. Ass kicking Texas.
Yep.
Something to think about, Ariel. How good are your gutter vocals?
Not at all. That's all I got.
Oh.
That one was not me.
This is good.
I'm mommy's little monster. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Social D.
Yeah, got us a kick-ass show this weekend at Growl.
Growl, Mondo's Bizarro.
It looks like all tribute
Inspired
bands
Lonnie
/ cover bands.
Daniels.
Yeah. Gotta relive your
Gonna be
youth.
dope.
With Mondo's Bizarros and the one and only star Blondie Daniels.
Hells yeah.
Oh yeah. Texas Mud, they're a fantastic blues rock band. I had the pleasure of playing with them when we opened for David Allen Coe back in 2019. So really excellent band. I think you'll enjoy them.
This one's this Friday, is it?
Yeah, and this one may have already passed. If I remember right, this was last Sunday.
This was this past Sunday, yeah, but still.
But this is this weekend.
Yes, it is at Trees
right.
Hills.
Kill House.
That's right. Kill House, who will be guests on the show here in a few weeks.
Yes. Interpret Sons.
Our friends.
Who have been on the show. You can go back and watch the full interview.
And Empires. They're really good live. I watched them at the last show I played at.
We should get them on the show sometime. Ariel, talk to your people.
Yeah, I've got people. I'm the only people, Dave.
All right, we'll talk to yourself and make sure you can hammer out the details.
I'm trying to stop that. It's a bad habit. Okay, moving on. Lacey Strum is playing at Trees July 13th with our very own local support, Amethyst Michelle, and special guest Islander. And then we have Lardy July 26th.
Lardy B.
Why
you always want if you ever wondered what Weird Al would look like in rap form, that's what Lardy B is.
Okay. It's like a little.
It's a little bit of fun. She's got a couple of songs that are actually fun. A couple of videos. All right, told you we've been promoting that Argonaut show. Just the one at Reno's.
June 15th. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, so dude, Deep Ellum will be lit up with amazing bands on the 15th because you go to the factory, you'll see an amazing show. You go to Reno's, another amazing show. It's times like these that I wish they still did the Deep Fridays, where you can pay $7 and go to 7 clubs. Those were good times.
Yeah.
Yep. Good stuff.
How do you say his name?
July 5th weekend.
Ribley.
Yeah, that show may be sold out by now.
That's fine. I'm sure people will sell their tickets last minute.
Dude, three sold out shows in a row in the same venue. That's boss shit right there.
Well, that's Dallas's own right there.
I wonder where he's staying at.
He was recently on the Steve-O podcast. And trust me, the guy's doing just fine. You know, it's crazy what he does and how people find entertainment in it.
Yeah.
He mixes songs on the spot. If you don't know who he is, he just is he's the loop daddy. That's who he is. So he just creates loops and sings stupid, ridiculous shit and loops that. And He does it with a bunch of different people. Like he's got his kind of traveling set up, and he's from Dallas originally. He's huge now. Like he's a multi-millionaire.
Nice. Good for him.
Yep.
Yeah, let me get $1 of that money.
I'm sure he's got a couple of them. I don't know what that means anymore, but all right, this other show, Power Trip.
Oh, yes. This one's going to be at the Factory in Deep Ellum on July 6th. My show day, so don't go to that one.
So what it is they actually have a new singer. So Power Trip is coming back out with a new singer.
Very cool. Well, they'll be playing with Ceremony, Frozen Soul.
They played by themselves as Fugitive for a year or so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so anybody got their bands booked up here at this Red Rock Saloon in Denison yet?
Not yet.
Well, Creeper does, Saturday, July the 6th.
Hey.
I will say that it is sad that Deep Ellum has kind of diminished the way that it has, but it is really cool that the scene is kind of spreading outward and going to these untapped places like Keller and Denison and Waco. And keep spreading the virus, people.
Yeah.
Spread the love. The dope love.
Yeah.
That is Metal.
All right, well,
that just joined us right there.
Metal Mike.
Metal Miguel, how are you doing, brother? Welcome to the show.
Man, it's a nightmare trying to log on to this bullshit these days.
Right.
It kept on fucking going. Sign on through YouTube. It was like, okay, click. Back up. Sign on through YouTube. Okay, click. Back up. Sign on through YouTube. What the fuck?
What do you do?
So that was pretty fucked. Yeah. How you guys doing? What's up, Hef? Doing all right. Now that I'm on here, I guess now that I figured this bullshit out, I had to pull my laptop out and take all my recording stuff off of it. Said, fuck it.
Yeah,
I'm getting on that damn show.
I gotta go.
Thank you, Dallas, Texas. We love you, Metal Mike.
Shit, you got you.
I'm having to.
We got some word of some bad red rope licorice in the audience. I repeat, do not eat the red rope licorice.
Jesus.
But
you're creating an echo, Mike.
I am.
I'm not deleting. I'm
Yeah, I feel like I'm in the middle of a James Addiction song.
There you go. Much better.
Vane says
Nothing, because he's muted.
Nope.
Aw, womp womp.
All right, well, let's
Triple
get
womp.
wrapping this show up, man. Here's the most important show of the evening coming.
That better?
Yes. Thank you, guys.
This weekend.
Yep. Tickets at the door. We have a few left. If you want to get tickets from us, $30. Otherwise, it'll be like $38. 'Cause you got to pay those stupid service fees. Blah blah blah. That man cannot wait.
Slide into Hef's DMs. Let him change your life forever. You're one of the coolest dudes that I've come across here doing this.
Thank
you
sir.
again.
Pleasure is all
Most
mine.
definitely, dude. June 15th, Burma Fest. It's going to be a fantastic show. June 22nd, free show at Diamond Gems. And then, most especially, July 13th at the Backstreet Bar with our good guest, Craig, and Silver Tongue Devil and the Argonaut. I cannot wait for y'all to report back as to whether or not that's a good venue or not.
Yeah.
Yes.
All the things.
So before we wrap this up, Craig, I would just like to know, how would you like to be remembered?
I mean, who fucking knows, man? On a long enough timeline, none of us are remembered anyway, so it really fucking matter.
2 generations.
Ooh, bleak. I like that.
I don't know. We know who Caesar is still. That was a long time ago.
True. Right. Now name one other contemporary.
You got to wear the right toga, I guess. Oh, shit.
Bazinga.
Well, I'll remember you as a fantastic guest, and I really appreciate you spending the Wednesday evening with us. Best of luck, Silver Tongue Devil, and kick some fucking ass. And may I say, you are welcome back on the show anytime.
Thank you so much. No, I'll credit to you
anytime.
Guys. Thank you so much for having me on and giving our single a spin. Cheers to Vane. I hope you guys have a great fucking show, man. I can't wait to hear the new single. Stent, cheers. Great to see you. Shout out to Iron Jaw also that was in the chat. Really appreciate you guys. Any support anybody wants to throw our way. We got a new single coming out next week. So please check it out everywhere. And thank you all so much.
Good stuff.
Hey, man, if you need some cool props for your stage shows, you let me know.
Yeah.
I build all kinds of crazy shit.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
SilverTongueDevil666.com.
Before you go, let's do some dope.
You're definitely in. I say dope a lot, and a lot of the times it's very intentional. Dope, 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 dope. That's dope, 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 dope. That's dope. These are pretty dope, dude. 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 Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Dope, 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 dope. That's dope. Dope, pretty dope, 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 pretty dope, dope. Pretty dope, 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 pretty dope, 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 dope. That's dope, 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 dope. That's facts.
We tea.
All right, that's it. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight, being here in the chats. Craig, thank you for being here. Make yourself at home.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you guys.
Remember, there's a whole bunch of us people who fucking love heavy metal and love, knowing what all the bands are doing and the new music they have to listen to. So, make yourself at home here. It's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I appreciate it, guys. Excellent. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you, Craig. You're fucking awesome. You too, man. Thank you. Rick, you got some tracks that you feel like playing before we head on out?
Here it is. We're going to start this thing off with some Against All Odds. Good night, David. Love you, bro.
I love you more.
Head underwater, your belly breathing. Succumb to the darkness.
All right, that's Against All Odds. Coming up here, Relentless by Vane. A shout out to the Mavs. Well, all right. David Jarvis, all the Mav family out there. How you feeling tonight?
I don't know. I didn't want to trouble myself with saying the score.
All right. Well, with that, let's just play a song and end the show. Coming up right here is some X610 Chill. That's what you're hearing in the background right now. Speaking over the top of that. Let it ride. Hell yeah. Nothing left to prove. Stop pouring salt in the wound. That is Raid, Dave Jarvis.
Yeah, sound just as good as they ever did, man. Awesome. Love you, Randy.
All right, well, that's
tonight was fun. Yeah, man. Thank you very much. Always a pleasure. Blow your brains out every Wednesday night, ladies and gentlemen, from 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be sure to support your local scene because this is ours. This is ours, all right? So cherish it, love it, embrace it, give it a kiss, pet it on the head. It needs that sometimes.
Kid needs to grow up.
Damn right.
Needs a little love and nurturing.
Damn right. Blow your brains out. Aimed at you, but the scene is ours.
Love you, Dave Jarvis. Thank you so much for being committed to doing this every Wednesday.
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. And next week we got a great show because every band that you see on the screen right now will be on the show next week on the panel. We'll be talking about how great that show will be and the upcoming adventures and misadventures that the DFW scene has to offer. So stay tuned. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
We have Perceived next week.
Yes, sir.
That is confirmed. Perceived special guest interview next week. Hopefully Coilback will spend a little time with us. And then
Very
it's
cool.
off to the show on Saturday. So thank you again.
Thank you, bro. And thank you, Ariel, Metal Mike, and especially Craig from Silver Tongue Devil. Wonderful interview, man. All right, well, have a good night, y'all. And go Mavs, I guess.
Relentless.